Okay, guys. Good day, guys. Like I said before, that I'm going to be making a video which I'm going to be adding to the these segments of this channel on YouTube, Learning Forest from Scratch. I said I'm going to be adding a video, which in that video I'm going to be talking about how my um I draw my support and resistance. You can say I draw my key levels. Okay, because if you check the videos on this YouTube, I've not actually talked about that. Maybe I might actually touch it during one of those videos, but I'm going to this particular video I'm going to make now is going to just be mainly on that. Then maybe I can then touch do some chart analysis like top down analysis before I close the video. Maybe at the end of the video I'll talk about that if there is chance for me to do that. So let's go into business. All right. Trading view. So if you want to draw your key level, all you need to do is you don't need to force levels. You don't need to force the level before you draw them. Just draw what you see that is obvious. Now we're going to be what we're going to be using is we're going to be using pounds USD on a weekly time frame. And as you can see, I have series of key levels drawn. You just draw what is obvious. Okay, let me open a plain chart. Pounds USD, GBP USD, GBP USD. Oh, sorry, GBP USD. Let me go for shall I use okay, forex.com. Let me open forex.com broker. Okay, delete our chat. Remove our drawing. Okay, now what do we see here on let me first make use of the line. What do you see? We have a key level here. You just draw what is obvious starting from the recent market price action. You see one here, right? The next key level, we have another one here, but let's put this first. We have one here, we have one here. All right, I know it's actually kind of looking simple because I've been drawing it for a long time. What just there is with time you master it. You see I'm putting those lines. Now your support and resistance or your key level is not just a line. Do you get me? Not just a line. No, let me go back. It's not just a line. All right, they are box. I'm just using this line now for just learning purpose. All right, okay, I think that is okay. Now you've seen it. These are weekly key levels. We have another one here. Are you seeing as I'm scrolling back to the left side? We have one here. We have another one here. Are you seeing it? You just scroll back to the to your left hand side, and you, at least your levels should have number of touches. Okay, we have another one here. Yeah, so let me adjust it well. Yeah, do you see that? Now for easy for you to be able to another method you can use to draw these key levels, just the obvious ones. You don't need to stress it. Are you seeing as I'm just mapping it out? The obvious levels, you don't need to force levels. See another one here. Are you seeing them? And we have the last one here. So those are the weekly ranges, or let me say weekly levels, weekly support and resistance. Now another method you can actually use is by making use of the line chart. If you press here, if you touch it, let's touch it, you will see you have a this thing making use of the line chart, which is this one. So you see, with the line chart you can actually see all those structures. You can see all those structures, right? I seen it. So it's just as simple as that, right? So now let me remove it and let's redraw. Okay. Using your box tools instead. I just make use of line charts. Okay, let me make use of this. So the most obvious one is this eye here, these eyes here, right? We have these eyes here. Now let me put it this way. We have these eyes here. I'm just putting it down. I'm dragging it down so that it will accommodate all this structure, number of touches. We have 4 touches here. We have another one here. So sorry, we have this, then we have another one after this one. We have another one here, we have another one here. All right, very simple, just the obvious one. Clone. We have another one here. I seen it. These are how I draw my um support and resistance level. Just the obvious ones. You don't need to stress it out. Nothing. You don't need to stress anything. Actually, the one here is looking like a minor zone, but we'll not ignore the fact that it's happening on a weekly time frame. So don't joke with it. We have one here. Yeah, exactly. So don't joke with it. For the fact that it's happening on a weekly time frame, don't joke with it. Okay. Then we have another one here. But actually you don't necessarily need all these things, like having multiple lines on your chart. You understand? Because before price will get there, it will take time before price gets to those lines I'm drawing, like all these ones here right now. All these ones here, it will take time before price get to that point. So what you actually needed is what the most recent maximum of 3 to 4 lines. You understand what I mean? Maximum to 3 to 4 key levels is okay. But if you still want to put it this way, it's up to you. But it's still not dispute the fact that before price will get there, it will take time. Okay. So now this is how I draw my support and resistance. Just focus on the obvious levels. Right now the market price is currently around this area. So when the market opens, I'm expecting the price to draw back to this point, probably give us a buy because sorry, probably give us a buy because the market is still overall bullish, even though we've been ranging within this area, right? So I expect the market to give us a push to this point before we buy, and if we don't have that buy in this support level, we might probably break below and we start heading down depending, and we might find a buy pressure around here to break the market above and we start heading to the upside, right? So that's actually how to draw your support and resistance level. Very simple. You don't need any magic to do it. just focus on the obvious levels. All right, the obvious level. Let me see if I can actually, okay, drawing it on a monthly time frame. Let me remove a drawing on the monthly time frame. What do we have here? I have this. Okay, should I use line first? Let me make use of line. We have the most obvious one is here. We have one here. We have another one here. We have another one here. Then we have another one here. Are you seeing it? This is a monthly key levels, but actually I'm focusing on a weekly um time frame for my. In fact, I think recently my top down analysis has been done from weekly to 4 hours, and sometimes I do my analysis from monthly to 4 hours, depending on how I'm seeing the market at the moment. Okay, actually this forex.com is not actually showing me the audio charts like unlike FXM. Okay, see FXM is actually showing me back to year 1971, while forex.com only shows up to year 2006. Wow, what a gap. So that's just how to draw your support and resistance level. You just focus on the obvious one, which are the most recent structures that the market just printed. All right, so let me make use of uh boss tools. We have one here, which is here. All right, then clone. We have another one here. All right, although we have a minor structure in between here, which if I'm to draw it using top-down analysis, I can actually draw that on weekly time frame. But better still, I can still put a zone there, so you see it. Very simple. So all you just need to do is what you draw the most recent and obvious key levels, right? You don't need to force it. Am I making sense? So that's just it. That's just how to um analyze your chart. But I'm sorry, that's just how to draw your what, your key levels, your support and resistance. Okay, so this is pounds USD. All right, like I said, top down analysis. So let me quickly touch this, because let me just touch this and I'm going to cut the video, because the video is not supposed to be long. Now this is pounds USD on a weekly time frame. Actually, on this trade, on this pair, I have a trade which I took last week, this week that we just finished now, but due to market volatility, the price reversed back to my entry, hitting my break even and stopping me out. But I'm still should I say 80% certain that the market will drop to this point. Okay, the market will drop to this point from next week. Let's just see how the market is going to be. So if I see a re-entry to follow the dropping, I'll take it, and if I don't see, on to the next. All right, have a nice day and take care of it. Oh, sorry, I forgot I wanted to actually analyze this chart. Okay, let me quickly take a quick recap on it. We have the market broke above structure. It broke above this resistance, which we now turn support, right? The market has been ranging in between this support and this resistance here, and it has been ranging. Then if you check the recent last price action, we have the market, we have a retest on this resistance, and we see a sell pressure giving us this bearish engulfing candle on the weekly time frame. That's an indication that the market is actually going to end towards this support. Maybe from there we can see a buy pressure on this support line back to the resistance level. All right, now if you now check further, you see that we also have a candle chart pattern, a candle for confirmation here. This three candle, I'm not talking about the last one. We have a bullish, and a bearish candle, which also engulf this insignificant candle here. Now this formation is actually an evening star candle. Okay, this is what we call evening star. So this evening star indicates that the price is going to eventually drop to this support level around 1.32000000. All right, so the market will drop to that point. Now scaling down to daily time frame, what do we see? We see that the market is actually in a downtrend. We have a retest, we have a touch above. We're supposed to have a retest here, maybe probably break above, but we couldn't break above here. And we see the price break below a daily support, right? And it came back, retested it to give us to resist the market. I was expecting the market to drop down here. That was when I found entry immediately. For this move, this short move here, that's when I entered that trade. So I was hoping the market will continue to drop down to this point, but unfortunately last week the market retraced, and I believe it's going to find a sell momentum to continue to the downside. All right, but with that process it actually stopped me out. Okay, so um this the trade. So what I did was I was waiting for the market. When this is a 4 hours now, this is where I took my entry. Now the market break above, it retested. I was just waiting for it. Then we have this structure earlier, that's 2 weeks ago. So immediately we broke below and we retested. Checking this next candle formation, this one here, that was when I took my sell, right? I took my sell, and my L sell was here, my entry was here, and my take profit was here. All right, my overall take profit. So unfortunately, let me draw this down. Let me do this again. So this was my overall target, but unfortunately, immediately we have this drop to the downside and the market was consolidating around here. I moved my SL to entry, okay, because I thought the market is actually going to drop based on the momentum it dropped with. But the market always do its own thing. So the market reversed and tapped me out. And now see the last candle that formed before the market closed last week. We have this candle here. So I believe if the market opens, we should have a drop to the downside. Now what I'm waiting for is if paraventure the market retrace back to this yellow zone here, that's why I'll be looking for another re-entry. Although this first trade has been stopped out, so the trade is no more open anymore. So I'll be waiting for a re-entry to take the trade to the downside. But if I don't see entry, on to the next. So all right, have a nice day. See you guys next time. Thank you.